ones. Today I just got a tornado warning here in my location, and I'm a little shook, but I'm a catastrophic insurance adjuster, so I kind of know what to expect. It's a wide area. Anyway, I found something interesting earlier today. I was a little down on myself, as y'all know I am, unfortunately. It's been a great week though. I'll give them that. It's been a great week. When you go to Google and try this yourself and let me know, like, just put it on like safe search or like private browser so it doesn't know that you're sub to me if you are, and just put in like PlayStation Chinese games or like Chinese PlayStation games or just Chinese gaming news. If you put that, most of the time my black ass is the one that pops up. So I was laughing. I'm thinking, like, if somebody just don't know and it was like, oh, I wonder what, you know, what's new in like Chinese gaming news, and they type it in and they see my ass come up with this stuff. It was like, something's not adding up here. So that made me laugh, and which is why today I wanted to bring to you, I found that Forbes just put out like a big list of the 8 great video games that's been developed in China. So we're gonna go through that list, break that down, and see if we agree with what they put. I'm positive they've messed this up. At the time of this recording, I haven't looked at the total list. I looked at number 8 and number 7 because I was able to scroll, and I stopped right there because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. But if Wukong is not number 1, then the whole list is null and void. But again, very mid video today. I just wanted to make sure I put something out for the algorithm for y'all. And also, I'm still in production, as I've said a million times, of a Black Myth Wukong platinum video. I think I can give you like a sample of my editing, what I've done so far here. Check it out. Y'all better go get baby Buddha again. Can I hit this shit yet? Holy shit, hold on.
From this day, my name shall be Sun Wu.
You win. Perfect.
Again, that's still beta, early beta footage. We're still in production. By the time it's all said and done, I think it's going to be a good time. It will be out this month, I promise you that. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're mentally well. Thank y'all for a great week. GTA 6 trailer dropped out of nowhere. Mafia the Old Country, which I'll leave linked at the end of the video and down below because it's moving a little slow in the algorithm, so please go drop a like on that for your boy. Very cool week. Very, very cool week. So anyway, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me as always, man. Without further ado, let's do it. By the way, this was sent to me on Bilibili a few times. A lot of people was tagging me. They've actively made a Black Myth Wukong multiplayer mod that allows you to eventually, not now, but you will eventually be able to basically play through the entire game, you know, with a friend or with friends. Right now, he's in the early stages where you can add on like your bots and play in and go and just fight bosses. This is so sick. This is one of the things that people wanted. This is one of the things that people really wanted early on. People was asking for like a multiplayer, kind of like Elden Ring had the seamless mod where you could jump in with a friend. So I think that's sick, but they're truly supporting this all the way. They got a freaking roadmap. I was trying to like, is this game science or did they lease out like a third-party company, Ready M or whatever? But I don't know. Again, I don't have Wukong on actually I'm not sure. I don't think I have Wukong on PC because I played it on PS5. But this is cool, man. And any additional support people want to bring in Wukong to give us more content while we're waiting for that DLC, I am all for that shit. So eventually, once it's up and running, I definitely try to help someone to get it installed for me because I don't know how to install mods properly, and we can do something crazy like, you know, the Destined ones take on the Destined one. So however many lets us get in there, we all get in there and beat the shit out of the Great Sage or something like that. But this is very, very good. They got core PvP, co-op, SDK, yeah. So originally I was gonna make one video about this, but again, I don't want to invoke the Wukong name on my notifications unless it's the platinum video. But I did want to mention this while we was here. So I did want to mention this while we're here. So yeah. All right. So over here on Forbes.com by Mike Stubbs for technology, 8 great video games developed in China. This was just posted on May 4th. May the 4th be with you. So we can kind of breeze through this so I don't have to edit forever. Here's the top of the synopsis here. For years, Chinese video games were strange curios for those of us in the Western world. That's a fact, which have seemingly few of them existing or at least making it out of the country. But over the past 10 years or so, more and more Chinese developed games have made their way into the Western stage, and some have become massive hits around the globe. These days, if you look in the right places, you can spend your entire gaming life playing Chinese games. and there are likely some you didn't even realize was developed in the country. Mainly still remain unlocalized and are impossible for many of us to play, but the ones that do make it through can rival the best Western games, the best developed Western games. So if you want to experience the best games that China has to offer, this is a great place to start. China's gaming history is a bit unusual, as concerns around games' impacts on kids led most of it being outlawed for years. This means the first Chinese developed games were clones of the Western titles trying to get around the censor. But with the bans now lifted, Chinese government development is flourishing, and while the choices aren't as broad in Western games just yet, there are a lot of genres to offer. RPGs are popular, but for the longest time, China was focused on mobile and social games, so you'll still find a lot of titles with those roots. Fortunately, the list includes a lot of variety, with top games from China being chosen based on critical and fan reception, popularity, and a bit of personal bias. Number 8 is Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Shit, I didn't know that was made by Chinese developers at all. I thought it was made by just Activision. Potentially a contentious entry, as it was developed by some Western studios as well as Activision Shanghai. Which is enough to qualify it for the list. COD Warzone Mobile is a surprisingly competent mobile part of the main battle royale experience. It has a ton of players around the world. Yeah, it's freaking huge. Pause, unpause, whatever. Warzone is Call of Duty's take on the battle royale genre. It's one of the best examples of a battle royale that you can easily pick it up, with 2024 mobile version being no different. You jump out of a plane, you land on the map very little, and then you have to search for weapons and upgrades while you take on enemies you see until the last one is standing. Anyone looking for a mobile battle royale title will love this. A lot of y'all know I'm a COD fanboy. I was just playing Verdansk, especially with Verdansk coming back a few days ago, and I did a commercial for Activision for Verdansk, which was very cool. It's coming full circle because originally I had a Call of Duty channel, and I dropped that to start the arcade, which is where we are now, but that was a very special place in my heart for sure. The next one is number 7, is a game called My Time at Porsche. Platforms PC, Switch, Xbox One, PS4. Well, I don't have no idea what this is, but when I'm looking up B-roll, we're gonna find out. It's a farming life sim from Chinese indie devs, Pathia Games. This one that is perfect for Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon fans. You are tasked with essentially building a new settlement after a catastrophic event basically wipes out civilization, and it evolves a lot around cutting down trees. Okay, this is one of the better cozy games out there, so perfect for anyone just looking for that vibe. It did launch in 2019, so started to show its age a little bit, meaning a sequel may be another option if you need a few more modern creature comforts. Okay, cozy game for the win. Number 6, Naraka Blade Point. It's on PC, Xbox Series XS, PS5. Incredibly popular in China and Asia in general, the third-person melee-focused battle royale regularly sits in Steam's 10 most popular games with their region is away. It's worth checking out if you like melee combat and battle royals. Developed by 24 Entertainment based in Hangzhou, China, and released in 2021, Naraka Blade Point sees 60 players drop into a map and do usual search for better weapons as the game starts. If you ever come across other players, the melee combat kicks in until there is just one player left standing. Naraka Blade Point. I'm sure I've saw this game a few times, just didn't know what it was. Number 5 is Pokemon Unite. It's on Switch, Android, and iOS. A Pokemon multiplayer online battle arena mobile game sounds like a license to print money, and while Pokemon Unite hasn't quite hit the heights you expect it would have, I kind of just made that up. It's still a very fun competitive experience where you can play as actual Pokemon in real time. So if you want a faster paced Pokemon game, then this is for you, but hardcore mobile players may be a bit underwhelmed. This list is a bit bizarre. Number 4 is PUBG Mobile. It's on iPhone and Android. Developed by Lightspeed in Quantum Studio in Rapid Time back in 2018, this is surprisingly a competent mobile port of the iconic PC battle royale now that has arguably surpassed the original title when it became popular. This is just PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds but on mobile devices. So you jump out of a plane, loot some weapons, armor, and other gear, then go shoot everyone you see and hope the last one is standing. It's the game that really kicked off the genre, the OG, and still an all-time classic, but is a near perfect recreation of the PC game, making it perfect for all battle royale fans. Number 3, this one I heard about, I still haven't played for myself, Honor of Kings. Honor of Kings has launched in 2015 in China, but only in 2024 in the rest of the world, thanks to some weird legal wrangling that we don't need to get into. Well, what do you mean? In 2022, for all time, a mobile game launched by NetEase accused Honor of Kings of plagiarizing artwork, while in 2024, on Module, also a mobile game launched by NetEase, posted a letter from his law firm warning Honor of Kings for the new skins of the characters Li Bai and dismissing copyright infringements. But anyhow, as far as mobiles go, this is by far the best and genuinely massive game in China, one for any mobile fan to check out. Number 2 is Black Myth. Wow. Number 2 is Black Myth Wukong. One of the best-selling games of 2024, Black Myth Wukong is considered by many in the West to be the first real AAA game coming out of China. Developed by Game Science, this Souls-like action RPG is it? It's not a Souls-like. Okay, well that's what it says here. Is inspired by classic Chinese novel Journey to. I know I keep that thing on me. The West, and it brings some Chinese culture to the wider world. A single player experience that has pretty significant difficulty. Black Myth Wukong sees you run around as a monkey with a big staff. Okay, that sounds kind of racist in that context if you look at me, but and beat up a ton of enemies in Soul style. Its combat is surprisingly good. In fact, it's arguably some of the best in the genre not made by FromSoft. That's a fact, and will satisfy anyone looking for that kind of game. Fans of the underlying lore will also love this, and given the amount it sold, over 20 million units in the first month. Fucking insane. It seems very accessible to everyone. That's crazy. Number 1 is Genshin Impact. What the hell? It's developed by Mihayo and originally released in 2020. Genshin Impact shares a lot of similarities with modern Japanese role-playing games. I thought it was a Japanese JRPG. Despite obviously being Chinese in its origins, open world RPG set in an anime-style world where you go on epic quests and fight enemies with the party-based combat. This should sound pretty familiar to any JRPG fan, and if you can deal with a solid controversial gacha monetization that turns some of it off, it will likely become a firm favorite for any Western RPG fans. It's undoubtedly a hard to sell for anyone unfamiliar with the Eastern RPG style, but its wild levels of popularity around the globe aren't by chance. This is a very addictive game if it clicks for you, so worth the try, especially if you want a major experience on a mobile device. Damn, they didn't even put Mobile Rivals, son? This was just made May 4th. So Mobile Rivals is NetEase as well, too. It's one of the most popular games out right now for sure. And of course, we got a few of them come like Phantom Blade Zero and Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers and freaking Showa American Story. Lost Soul Aside, I know some of y'all know, not crazy about that one, but still right now, even with all the PlayStation China Hero projects that they have in China and some of the other Chinese banks that we have coming, you know, what I'm doing here on this channel is definitely playing the long game, because we still clearly going to have a few more years before there are just Chinese games in each genre. Right now it's very few and far between, but I definitely believe in the next 5 years or so, in the next 5 years fully, that it's going to be a Chinese studio game in every genre: racing, sports, horror. I mean, whatever you can imagine is going to be there. It's already in production now. They just hadn't came out yet. So I look forward to that. Even if your boy is not on this app anymore, just know when they look back and they look at the history on YouTube, your old friend GJX, we started to pave the way with the staff. So that's interesting. I thought this list was going to go in a different direction, but I mean, I guess from like a money standpoint and popularity, I mean, that's what it is right now. These mobile games in China still got it on lock, but the tide is slowly turning. So, and if you know anyone that gets into the Where the Winds Meet beta that's coming up, because I still hadn't got into it, I hadn't heard anything back from from the company or from any of the community managers, or please hook your boy up with a code so we can play that on the channel. I would definitely give you a shout out, and I appreciate it. If I was balling, I'll send you some money or some shit, but I'm not. So here we are. Anyway, thank y'all so much, man. Have a great weekend, or whenever you watch this. Oh, by the way, please, if you hadn't already, if you're a fan of GTA 6 and you didn't see my trailer 2 reactions, over 13,000 views, which is crazy. On the short is like almost 20,000 views. Check that out. I'll leave that link. But also, most importantly, my Mafia the Old Country video, which is made by the same company. Not really, but kind of. Looks amazing. Looks fantastic. If you're not a Mafia fan, I get it, but this looks unbelievable. And so just go in, drop a like on that video. I'll leave it here on the screen somewhere, and drop a comment for the algorithm, drop a like for the algorithm. That'll help me out and push that thing over 1,000 views, which is our threshold here. So when sponsors and shit look at us, you know, we're able to finesse them out a few more bucks. I could buy more diapers. I'm less stressed. GJX has more energy, and here we are. So but if not, catch you next time. Peace.